And mi amorcita, we're live. That's in the camera. You can see her Crocs in the camera. If Crocs in the camera, very dangerous. I'm gonna set up my tablet here as my second monitor. I can read comments, all the thousands of comments I'm gonna get. Hey, shh. Shh. Este es mi stream. No hablo en tus streams. ¿Qué dijiste? ¿Quieres decirlo de nuevo y más cerca al micrófono y con mucho más ruido? Eh, como... No me recuerdo cómo hacía esto. Mi canal, tal vez. Your channel. So there it is. Testing, testing. Oh, no. Quiero quality advanced. Perdón, yo sé. I don't know if you can hear that, but I just want to, see how it sounds. Plus, I want to be able to see it for a little bit. How's it look? It looks fine to me. Yeah, because freaking... What's that app called? Streamlabs is telling me I'm dropping frames, but it looks fine to me on my phone or on my tablet here. I guess once I start moving, it'll be more noticeable, though. Try that. It's probably going to drop frames because I'm using satellite internet. It's good satellite internet, but it is satellite internet, so. There you go. Nope, that dropped. Okay, so I'm going to stop for a moment. And then I'm going to probably lower the bitrate a lot. And then I will continue streaming. I might even have to lower the quality at some point from like 1080 to 720. I don't know if I can do that in the middle. Okay. We should be... Testing. How many frames do we drop? Drop any frames. It's only last 2 minutes. That's a lot of frames. Check the health of your internet. Check your ingest server. One of these for your bitrate. I did lower my bitrate. I halved it. Okay, so I'm gonna pause the stream for one moment again. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. We're back. It's one of these things where like I don't know if it can be perfect just given the type of internet I have, but just even the fact that I can have a stream, even if it's gonna drop frames, like a couple frames every few minutes. Probably less than few, but like still, it's enough that the content can be watched. Talking just so like I can, and doing stuff with my hands so I can see how the video is going. Because one of the issues I've heard about streaming with the kind of internet I currently have is that it's not great for streaming because of how often the antenna changes which satellite it's using for internet. Those little moments there, if you're like streaming something on YouTube or you're streaming something on Netflix, you don't really notice them because the content is kind of preloaded. So like if it loses a second of connection, it's not really a big deal. But for streaming and for some online gaming, I've definitely noticed it. For streaming, I haven't done it yet. So, but my girlfriend legal roommate, has done streams and they've been fine on her Instagram, mostly fine. I think indistinguishable from the streams she did when we had like normal internet instead of satellite. So okay, well I've just been bantering for a moment because I just wanted to see how many frames I lost over the last couple minutes of just speaking gibberish. Uh, it is dropping frames, but I don't think enough to really like matter for a certain game. Keep talking, watching the video. I guess it's fine. Gonna close that. Gonna open this. If can you hear the game? Can I hear the game? No, I can't hear the game. Check the audio, make sure it's out of the correct. It should be. Don't know why the game. Okay, it's just really low. Okay. Yep, that should be fine. Lower a little bit, and then I'm gonna cut the volume on the tablet, and then okay. We're back. We're back. We're gaming. We're gaming. I'm living in rural Chile. And by living, I mean if any government officials ask, I'm visiting rural Chile. And there are no internet service providers here. Like, not like traditional ones that provide, you know, cabling into your house from the street or whatever. So the fact that I am able to do it in this manner is pretty impressive. I don't want to say whose internet I'm using because that guy is kind of not a great person. But his company, at least in this regards, has no competition. And I'm grateful to have this option. Because, for example, the first time I came to this home, or one of the first time I stayed by myself, I was like, let me download a game to play in my free time. I know I won't be able to play video games online, but there is internet that I can use to play video games. Like to download video games and then play them. And so I downloaded GTA 4, which is like, I think it was like 20 gigabytes. It might have been less. Let's just say 20. And I started downloading it at like 3 or 4 in the afternoon. And by the time I went to sleep, the game was still not finished downloading. It was not done downloading, so that is an example of how tough the internet was. Like, it's one thing if you're like, well, I can't really play online on my internet, but at least I can, like, you know, have access to online games and play them whenever I want. And then it's like, oh, I can't even do that, actually. And my current internet provider, satellite internet provider, I can kind of the commercial hub of this country, you know, just generally the hub of this country. If you want something, the most likely place you're gonna be able to find it is in Santiago, of course. So yeah, maybe in those places it works even a little bit better, because I heard people say that they get like, they average like worst case scenario like 50, 60 ping, and when I do my internet test, that's what I get. But when I play certain games, and I realize this is also dependent on the game and where their servers are and all that stuff. Excuse me. But, for example, FIFA is a game I like playing online. And I can finish the games. I don't get disconnected from the games, which is nice. But, and there are moments of it that are pretty good. Feel almost as good as like when I was back home in Miami with, like, you know, really high-speed internet. Not a gig, but like close enough that like, you know, can't really complain. It's not stopping you. It's good enough that it's not stopping you from really. That's how good that internet was back home in Miami. And it felt, at moments, it felt almost as good as that. Like the internet I have now. It's Starlink. I don't know. I'm just being like beating around the bush. It's Starlink internet. And it felt almost as good at times when I'm playing online in FIFA, but it's the consistency. Like there are just like occasionally it'll just have, because FIFA even lets you have like the ping counter on, and occasionally it's fine, and then other moments it's 200 and like you're just going through stutters for like 3 or 4 seconds. Then the game cools down a little bit. It's like a little better, but you know, if you're trying to play something actually competitive, which like I'm not a great FIFA player, but I like playing it competitively. It's really fun when it works competitively. Or at least I enjoy it. Maybe fun's not the word, but it's like it's tense, and like the tenseness is really like cool, you know. Just having like a sincere competitive moment against somebody, like I'm really good or I'm really bad, or you know, those kind of moments are cool. Anyways, that's why I like playing FIFA. And if you don't have consistently like, you know, a worst case scenario like 40 ping. It's just gonna feel tough compared to like the average game. For example, when we were staying, I guess not technically live, but we were in Valdivia, which is not a massive city, but much bigger than where we are now. And there was like regular internet service providers, you know, cabled in and everything. And even back when I was in Miami, I could physically in the game feel the difference. The way the players moved and my control of them felt so different when it was like crap. When it was whenever I had like an average of like 5 to 15 ping compared to whenever I had like 30 to 40 ping. And now at this point I'd just be very happy if I could consistently like 30 to 40, 50 ping in that range. So that's the interesting thing of living here in rural Chile. Is I mean, I don't think that would be that different than living in rural America, or most places that are rural. It's kind of like fake rural. I can't say that word. I'm not trying to be funny. It's a tough word for me for whatever reason. Because it is a rural area. Technically, like, we don't have internet service provider here. There's no like typical services that you might see in a city, but we're also like a couple miles, maybe less, from a little town. So it's not like it's a town that has like, it's like, I think its region population is like 30K. But like the actual town is much less than that. Like it's a town that has like one stoplight, a couple supermarkets and stuff like that. Although 2 of the 3 supermarkets, I said couple, it's 3. 2 of the 3 supermarkets is the same supermarket for whatever reason. That's like 3 blocks away from each other. I don't know why they have 2 of them. I'm not complaining. It's nice to have. But yeah, that's like the type of place I'm living. But like at least being some kind of close to civilization, like you can find if you really need food or gas or whatever. It's like it's right there, you know. But yeah, I don't remember how I got here. But the point is, that's what it's like living here. And then it's kind of, I was saying that I kind of live in like fake rural life. And again, if the U.S. government or Chilean government asks, I don't live here. It's vacationing this life. Although again, to be clear, I don't have to be actually that careful. It's mostly just joking. This is all legal. I haven't committed any crimes knowingly. I'm here on a tourist visa that has not expired. I just keep renovating it every once in a while. You know, leave the country for a little bit, then come back. Be with my beautiful girlfriend slash domestic partner. That we're not married, no matter how many times her dad keeps telling people that we're married. Accidentally, because he keeps forgetting. Which I don't mind. It's funny. When he just tells random people that like went to school with or like had a class with like 12 years ago. It's like, oh, did you know they're married now? The other funny part about this domestic partnership is like just complete strangers being like, congratulations, and I don't have anything, just like, thank you. I don't have anything to say to that. Thank you so much. I don't know why you know about my life at all. Because like these are not people that she's friends with either. They're just people that like follow her on Instagram or TikTok that like know her and like her for whatever reason. If you lived with her, I don't know if they'd like her so much. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. She's an angel. She's an angel. But yeah, that's been a fun development in my life. The last time I streamed. I can't wait to look back on this stream, watch the video, and see like how bad it's stuttering and buffering or whatever. But I get the feeling that it's mostly fine. Those are fun sound effects from Chamber Pot Man. But yeah, we've been here now. I've gone to Argentina, what, 4 times in the past year, which is, but at least they weren't like, they were all fun trips. We did cool things. I didn't just go just for the sake of going, like for getting out of Chile. I got to go to Argentina, and like one of the times, which is very cool, I met Gata's family, that she has an Argentinian family. And then the other time I met, well, not met, I knew them already, but Gata got to meet my Argentinian family, which was in a city she'd never been to. Oh, that was cool. I think she liked it a lot. I liked it a lot there too. I've always liked Buenos Aires, but I don't think I ever appreciated how cool of a city it was, because I just like thought, oh, this is like what all big cities in Latin America are like. And now that I've been to more big cities in Latin America, I don't think that's the case. It's just like a uniquely cool city. Because my experiences with like big cities in Latin America is like Mexico City and Buenos Aires, and they're both cool cities. So I just like assume every capital city, Latin America, is like basically like that. Now I'm starting to understand that's probably not quite true. That in fact I have a cool and unique experience to visit family in Buenos Aires, and not only that, the fortunate nature, what am I saying? That I'm fortunate enough that they have enough space for us to visit and stay with them. Not only that, my dad and sister also visited at the same time. They're in Miami. I'm in Chile. Oh my God. And I got to see them. That was cool. Got to see them. And again, we all had enough space to stay in the same place, my cousin's house. So that was really awesome. Yes, yes. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Ooh. But yeah. Really enjoying being a South American, although again, legally I am still a United States citizen and resident, more importantly. Although shout out to the Miami-Dade, I don't even know who I thank for this, but I got jury duty recently, which is a big problem because I'm not in the city, nor the county, nor the state, nor the country, nor the continent, nor even the hemisphere to be a different because that, so she's correcting me because she's like, it's the same continent, but I'm trying to, yeah, I know, but that's not how we learn it. So they learn it as like America is all one continent, and then we learned it as America, South America, and North America are different continents. So she's mad at me that I said it's a different continent. It's too big. It can't all be one continent. You can't be like all the way near the North Pole and the South Pole and be in the same continent. Yeah, pero like there's no separación de Asia y Europa. Pero no, hay parte que está juntado. Europe and Asia are connected, and everyone understands they're different continents, right? You agree on that, right? Is that how you learned? Are you Googling if there's a separation of Europe and Asia? But you agree, right? So that's what you learned. Europe and Asia are different continents, right? Yes? No? Okay. So, what's the issue? Why does the U.S. Not the U.S., I'm sorry. Why does North America and South America? And again, I think, well, not again. I think also an issue is that in some places, Central America is its own continent. We learn it as it's part of. Oh, freak! It's part of North America for me, for the way I learned it. Not that it's like more correct or less correct. It's just the way we learned it, which ultimately it doesn't really matter. You know, it's just like a fun thing. But I'd like to remind Catalina that if we were in the same continent, then why do we play in different soccer divisions? You know, you guys we're in CONCACAF. You guys are in CONMEBOL. You know, it's because we're different continents. But yeah. Anyways, before I was rudely interrupted about that tangent about continents. Yeah, I got jury duty, which tough considering where I live and / don't live technically. So that was like a big scary thing in my brain for a while because like I understand the consequences probably won't be that severe, but you could technically get in a lot of trouble if you miss jury duty and don't get it excused. And I attempted to get it excused, and they're like, "No, you still got to come." And so the only thing I could do was postpone it at the time. I did postpone it till April. This was like in October, and I got it postponed to April, which was like it might not have been April. It might have been, or I'm sorry, it might not have been. Hola. Hello. English. This is English Spanish. Yo, there's no one here, so I was speaking English. But yeah, I got jury duty postponed. Long story short, I wrote a letter, or I wrote in like a questionnaire that you have to fill out. Like, I literally don't live in the continent. I don't mind doing jury duty. I've enjoyed my experiences in jury duty in the past, but I physically cannot do it right now. And I guess they accepted that, which is very nice of them, because I cannot afford to fly to the U.S. Just to do jury duty, or for any reason right now. And I didn't want to go into credit card debt just to be on jury duty, because they don't pay you to do that unless you have a job. They can cover your salary or something. I don't remember the deal, but yeah, I didn't want to do that. Or not anymore. I didn't want to do that because that was not a realistic option. Flying that far just to do jury duty. Literally cannot do it. And if I lived in the U.S., I'd do it with a smile on my face. You know? Especially since I've never actually had to be part of a jury. Like, every time I just go into the jury pool, or not even like the jury weight tank or whatever, and I guess like my credentials were not interesting enough to be used as a juror, and I just get sent home. That's ideal. That's an ideal situation for Diego. Unless you're Latino, and then it's an ideal situation for Diego. It's impressive, right? Like, you're impressed, got that? Like, how I can like talk to nobody for like 30 minutes. I don't even need help. No one needs to tell me anything. I can just talk. It's creepy. He's right, it is creepy. It's just because I have an internal monologue going on like all day, and I know everybody does, but mine never shuts the fuck up. It never stops talking. I just always have things to say, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. Anyways, I'm just excited the stream works. The game works. Sure, there's been dropped frames, but that's not the most important thing right now. As long as it's like a mostly viewable thing, I'm pretty happy. Because it's kind of just like, whether or not the stream has like a bunch of viewers, there's just some games that I don't like playing by myself, and I want to have people to play them with. For example, The Evil Within. I beat the first one, and that was like probably like 4 or 5 months ago, and I want to play the second one. But I did the first one on stream, so I want to do the second one on stream. I just wanted to have people to do it with, you know? Like, especially like horror games, because it feels like half of the fun of horror games. I realize that game is more than just a horror game, but still, half of the fun of games like that is just like the shock of like, oh my god, scary, hard, whatever. And then being able to share those moments with people. So yeah. If this works, I want to at some point do more regular stream. Maybe make some more content. I don't know. I don't know what to make though, because the reality is like I was doing basketball content and I was happy making that. But this year I just haven't watched as much NBA as I would in most years. Maybe it's because I have a real life now. So. But yeah. So it's like I could still make the content, basketball content, and I probably should, but just like frame it in a different way, not necessarily doing as much like analysis stuff. And it wasn't that much analysis, but even last year, like it was more analysis than I'm doing, than I could honestly do. I meant to say, like intellectually, honestly, I could lie and be like, oh, just look up some stats and then have like really strong opinions, but like, I don't know. I don't want to do that. And so I haven't done it. But that doesn't mean I don't have basketball takes that aren't like completely lazy. They're all lazy because basketball and it's not a real thing. Matter. But it's not like that lazy. Though some of the takes. So, well, I'll think about it. I'll think about it. How does this look on video? Maybe I just have to do 720p. Maybe 720p 60 would be great. Like lower the bitrate and then just do it at 720p 60 frames per second, something like that. Maybe if I like just enable my stream so that's the max. Because unfortunately, maybe just not 60 frames per second. Maybe 1080p, but not 60 frames. Because it's not a computer issue. It's my computer is more than strong enough to handle, especially streaming this game at 60 per second. Especially with the graphics card it has, like video graphics card, it just really shouldn't be too. Have their in the NVENC system or engine or whatever you call it. But the internet is just not going to be consistent enough to stream that kind of a load, I guess. Although I don't know, maybe just because of the way the internet is, like it's not even so much the capacity, it's just the consistency. So it at any number it's going to have some like blotchy or dropped frames or whatever. I'm not sure. That's one thing I got to iron out, like cuz I feel like watching it on the stream at 1080 it looks kind of like blurry, like when there's movement it doesn't look great, I feel like. I'm going to try again. 80. And that might be just because I lowered the bitrate so much and still trying to stream at 1080 is probably not like ideal. Alright, how'd that look on stream? Can I not go through there? You? Alright, I gotta do better on this part. I also have to like, I literally, since I've been in this house, I have not streamed at all or made videos, so I haven't really figured out the best feng shui for like the camera and the microphone, which is coming out from my right side, and I keep hitting it with my mouse arm. Not the microphone. I keep hitting the cable, resting the cable that it's connected to, which is like a little awkward, so I need to figure out some of this stuff. Alright, I gotta go slow here. I know how to do this. Keep brushing it, I guess just because I'm having that dialogue with you guys being my own brain. And so I just have to focus up for a moment. Crap. I'm thinking of doing like, especially since I can't do like really online. I mean, I never really did. Even when I had good internet, I didn't really do that many like online video games content. I think maybe I played FIFA and 2K a couple times, or more than a couple times. But at least within the last like year or two, I was mostly just doing single player stuff anyways. But I'm thinking of doing like some single player like challenge streams, you know? Like a video I did that was really fun, or stream I did that was fun a few years, or like a year ago, maybe. Well, yeah, probably roughly like a year ago. Was like I played this game, and if I couldn't beat, it was like one of my first times playing it, and if I couldn't beat it, it might have been like 6 hours. But again, remember, this is my first time playing it. This time I think I could beat the game in 6 hours, like no big deal. Probably with like at least a few hours to spare, like if everything went wrong. And if I couldn't beat it in 6 hours, I ate cat food. I ate or like a couple spoonfuls of cat food. I ended up eating the cat food. I don't have a cat anymore. Well, I still have the cat, but it's back home in Miami, and Have dog food though. I probably shouldn't eat dog food. But anyways, this point is like do some silly challenge videos, like nothing too dramatic, just fun stuff. If I can't do blah 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 and blah blah blah, I do blah blah blah. You guys get it. It's not too complicated. Cause like I don't know. I guess that's like a general like. There's a million people just sitting around playing video games on like YouTube and Twitch. Like, I mean, you know, maybe like the OGs, the people that did this like 5, 6, 7 years ago, even longer. Like maybe they could have gained an audience just sitting around playing games because not that many people were doing it. But now you probably need a little bit more of a hook than that. And you need to brand yourself. You need to be on TikTok. You need to be making reels, all that stuff. Oh, maybe you don't have to, but if you're a smaller creator, you probably do. And so, you know, I gotta find my hook. Gotta find mi gancho. Gancho? The hook to make people want to hang out with me, spend some time with me on stream, you know? And then get back to editing videos, which I haven't really done in a while. I could probably just practice editing my girlfriend's videos to help make content for her. She'd probably like that. You know, it's just editing is such like a scary like it's such a scary part of like content creation because it's a lot of work and you don't unless you have like a you know a copy and paste type formula of like content you already know it works. It's scary because you spend a lot of time on something and it's not particularly fun to sit around editing videos. Don't even know if anyone's gonna like it, right? Like I don't know if anyone's gonna like my stream, for example, but at the very least I'm playing a video game and having a good time doing that. Maybe making a few jokes here and there, getting into a little funny fake argument with my girlfriend, whatever. Nothing. I'm not really losing anything. It's not the hardest job. You do have to be on and like entertaining the whole time. But if no one watches it and I'm just sitting around playing a video game in silence, even though I don't really lose much, you know, I was going to play that video game anyways. You know what I'm saying? That's the scary part of like making edited content. Like you have to do specific things, edit it, make it look a certain way, spend a lot of time, you know, take like 40 minutes per minute of content produced, just editing, not counting recording and writing a script and all that stuff if you're going to do that part. So it's a scary prospect. But the good thing is if I do my girlfriend stuff, it's like worse. Even no matter how bad I do, it's gonna get some sort of feedback. So you know, you'll get better. I'll get better. You know what I'm saying? Not that like my level of editing isn't very high. I don't use a very like deep or it's a very shallow program. I guess that's what it is. Not like. It's something, and like being able to like know how to use it and find things I want quickly is valuable skill. Although I haven't used it in like many months, so it'd probably take me a little while to get used to using it again. But it's not nothing having that skill. It's like it's better than nothing. Literally, it's better than nothing. So I just need to do that. I need to do that again. Get back to editing stuff. In the meantime, find a job. From the U.S., a legal job, not a Chilean job, because that would be illegal, because I'm on a traveler's visa or whatever you would call it, which does not allow me to work here, and I don't want to work here. I mean, I would if I could legally. Like, I wouldn't be opposed to it. That's not something I'm looking for at the moment. So, yeah, I got to get all that stuff together. And this has been a conversation I should be having with my therapist, but I don't have one. But, yeah. That's my life update. In English. I haven't spoken this much English in a long time. So it feels good to be back on that horse. Because, I don't know if you know this, but this is a predominantly Spanish-speaking country. And I'm sure there are a lot of people that do speak English, but not the ones I hang out with. Best case scenario, they understand enough English that I can speak some, but I'm not going to have full conversations like I just did for the last however long the stream has been. How long has this stream been? Yeah, for the last 30 minutes or so. You know, I not gonna speak 30 minutes uninterrupted in English. That doesn't happen very much. My throat is literally sore from so much English being spoken. I hate it. Different throat muscles, you know what I'm saying? Different throat muscles. But yeah, it's good practice. I don't think I've gotten any worse at English. I've jokingly said that in the past in my time here, but I don't think it's true. I think my English is mostly where it was. Hasn't gotten better, which you would hope things are always getting better when you're doing it all the time and learning from other people. But it hasn't gotten worse, I don't think. Although, who knows? Maybe I'm going to listen back to this in a little while and be surprised by how awful my my English sounds. I wonder what my English accent sounds. I'm going to turn the audio on so I can hear myself. No, it's pretty... In my head, it sounds like a pretty generic English, American English accent, but I don't know. That's always like one's perspective. It's hard to tell. But, yeah, that because I know I did have a much more Miami accent when I was younger. Shout out to the Xbox Live crew, you know, the Call of Duty people who would just call me a Mexican because I sounded a little bit Latino with the way I speak English, which is not a thing I was aware of. I wasn't aware that I sounded that way. It was very shocking to be called a Mexican, not because I was offended, because I'm literally was born in Mexico. Although they didn't know that, they were just being racist. But because I just didn't realize that's what my voice sounded like. I think like that very same moment, I recorded a voice message in Xbox Live to be like, damn, is that what I sound like? Like, yeah, bro, that's the way you sounded like at the time, man. That's just kind of what you sounded like. It's like, damn, I didn't know that's what my voice sounded like. I think I made a genuine effort over the next few years from when I realized that to try to sound, just have a more neutral speaking voice. Because, not because I knew I wanted to be a Twitch streamer or a YouTube streamer or whatever. And I don't necessarily want to do that as a career, although that would be a nice career, I guess, to have as any. But just because I did want to have some sort of broadcasting career, even if not in front of like the camera or the microphone, just something where like, you know, I can. You guys, if you're watching this, you can see how much I just can't shut up and just keep talking. So, you know, like just imagine a person who has that affliction would love to have a microphone in their face that people have to actually like listen to. So yeah, I always like wanted that. And so that's why I worked on my voice, specifically my accent, not my voice. I do actually want to improve my voice in a way that I think I just have to do something medical about that. I always feel like when I hear back my own voice, I can hear a bit of like phlegminess that I don't love. I don't think that's like very, it's just not a good sound. It doesn't sound good to me. When I'm in my head, I don't hear it. But when all those YouTube videos I made, I heard my own voice a lot editing that. And I was like, oh crap. Jesus. Clear your own throat. Clear your throat. But it's not like there's no clearing to be done. It's just my voice, you know, it just gets like this. Now I feel it. I feel it right now. And this is getting very uncomfortable because, you know, like when you become aware of something and then you start to think about it and you're focusing on it, you know, and now I'm in a black hole. I'm in a black hole of my own head thinking about my phlegmy voice, and I'm scared. The world is caving in. I feel like I'm one of those dreams where like the monsters scare. Wow, now my voice is cracking. I'm in one of those dreams where the monster's chasing you and you just can't run fast enough. You know what those are like. You've all had those. That's what I feel like I'm in the moment now of like my own voice. The monster is my own voice chasing me. My voice is chasing me, trying to like, hey, you sound stupid. You sound stupid. That's what the monster says. But he says it in my own dumb voice, you know. Hey, you sound stupid. Hey, you sound real dumb. You sound like a goofball, you know, something like that. And so yeah, now I'm gonna like induce a panic attack on myself. I don't think I've ever had a real panic attack, but I'm about to induce one by over analyzing myself and specifically my voice. And I'd be happy if I never said the word voice again. Also, I would love to Get to the next stage of this game. Oh, crap. Man, that's not good. I have to organize my desk a bit more because like I haven't really been using a lot of a lot of mouse. Ew! Ew! Ah, it's a moth. Yeah! Ah, don't touch me. It's just sitting on my iPad because I guess it's like a good source of light. Very freaked out and uncomfortable. Why are there so many people in here? ¿Ustedes quieren hablar en español? Yo no quiero hablar en español. Yo no sé cómo hablar español. Are you all Spanish speakers? Spanish or English? I don't know. I don't care at this point. I've spoken too much English at this point, and me gustaría una excusa para hablar en español. So just go ahead and give it to me. Tell me. Dímelo. Déjame saber. A scary thing in my life is today I found out that Sebastian the Crab in Sebastian? Is he a crab? Lobster? From The Little Mermaid. Sebastian from The Little Mermaid is in English. He is a Jamaican accented character. But in Spanish, he's Caribbean. Woo! Quesadillas, baby. Quesadillas! Woo! We're going to do a cheers. We're going to do it on camera, though. Woo! That is a spicy meatball. It's not spicy. Actually, not spicy. Here, I'm going to do a question of spice. Got that. Oh, it's really hot. You didn't really eat a lot of spicy things before I came into your life. That's correct, right? She says yes. And is that a Chilean thing? Is that a Southern Chilean thing? Or is that just you and your family? That you guys don't really eat a lot of spicy food. You don't use a lot of like spicy condiments. You think I just like it really spicy? You think I just like it really spicy? But like, not that I'm weird, but like, yeah. But you have started liking spicy food a little bit more. It's not even food that's necessary. Well, I guess no, there's not a lot of foods that are naturally spicy without condiments, but you do like your food to be a little bit more spicy now, right? Or you enjoy when it's spicy. That's fair. That's my impact right there. You said yes. So when I die, you know, made some Chileans like spicier food. I cooked wings for her friends one time, and they were all... I just used, like, regular buffalo sauce, I think. Oh, it's what I used, right? I think it might have been homemade, though. I don't remember. I made it myself. But still, I didn't think it was that spicy. And they were all, like, holding their tongues, like, after a couple bites. They were not... They liked it, but it was a little too hot for them. Which is a funny thing to happen. I guess I hadn't really considered it, and I have eaten at many Chilean restaurants back in the U.S., and there isn't a lot of, like, particularly spicy food, although they do, you know how, like, in the U.S. you go to a table, it has, like, mustard and ketchup. Oh, let's go. Mustard and ketchup are, like, a pretty standard condiment at most tables. Like, they usually have chili, like, not the country, like, the spice. They usually have it at most tables and like most restaurants here, so it's weird that they don't like spice as much as I do. But that's what I'm asking. Like, are there parts of Chile? Different thing. I don't know, whatever, for whatever reason, there was a point in my life, like a few years ago, where I just started putting like hot sauce or like red pepper flakes or stuff like that just on everything. So much so that like for I think it might have been a Christmas, my mom bought me just like a massive pack of like different hot sauces. Like every basic bitch that watched Hot Ones or whatever. But I was grateful. It was cool to have a lot of different spices to try. Sorry, I'm focused here. I'm taking a bite of my quesadilla. Quesadillas, baby. Quesadilla with salsa golf. I almost dropped it. Puedes poner esto por un lugar porque no necesito espacio para el mouse. Water, just digest everything. But yeah, the point I was making is that I got really into like, even if it's just like a bowl of rice, like, you know, let's put some heat on there. And so that's a habit I have to this day. And so I brought with me to Chile when I came here to live with Kata, or visit Kata, whatever, however you want to put it. And so I, you know, wings, pizzas, sandwiches, just I like them all with a little kick. And that is gonna be the end for me. That fall is too depressing. I didn't even like emote it properly, but that fall right there just ruined me emotionally. I was really excited to get past the cathedral there, and I'll make one last effort, but if I fall again, I'm okay, I'm done. Thank you for watching. This is just like a stream test anyways. Wanted to see how was going. How do I do this? How do I do this? I do want to do more streams. But like I'll probably play like specific story games that I've been wanting to play. Like one of them for sure is Evil Within 2. I'm gonna play that for sure. But yeah, this is just a test to see how my stream was. Seems like it was pretty solid. Estoy muy contento que funcionó todo bien, me parece. Y muy contento que puedo hacer un poco más streams porque eso me da como la energía para jugar algunos juegos que normalmente no jugaría. It gives me the energy to play some games normally I wouldn't play, so it's pretty cool. I love you. Oh, this is funny. This is called the millennial heart now, right? This is the way millennials do hearts, and like the young people do. What do? They do that, right? How do I do it? No, pero ese, there you go. Do this now. That's like the Gen Z. Hola, Kata. Yo te amo también. Yeah. That's Did you tweet out the stream, algo así? No? No, en serio. Share it? What do you mean un poquito? Sí, pero tengo mucha más gente aquí ahora. Pero igual nadie está comentando. That's fine. I mean, I'm also speaking in English. I don't know how many of your followers understand. I'm sure some do, but I don't know how many of them understand English, especially like at the speed of which I speak it. All right. Dime algo. Say something in the chat. Say anything. Diga algo. Dime qué idioma quieres que hable. Si quieres que siga el stream un poquito más. Si no, me voy. No pasa nada. Voy a regresar con mejores streams en el futuro. It's my stream. Get out of here. Get out of here. Out of here. Yeah. We are international people. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Sí, pero you betrayed yourself, and now it's very clear that you're specifically from Latin America with the ha 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 ha. No? You want to sound really American, you got to go ha 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 ha. ¿A dónde a mí? ¿A vos? But yeah. Oh, damn, there's a lot of people for me. Well, for a really stupid stream that I didn't plan out at all either. All right. Go a little bit long. You know what I got to do, actually? I'm going to do music. Ask some music. Música. There. Ay, ¿cómo se escucha? ¿Tú lo escuchas? How does that sound? It's hard. Estoy escuchando la música dos veces, so I have no idea how it sounds. ¿Cómo? ¿Ahora? Ahora, hablando, testing, ¿cómo se escucha bien? ¿Pero se escucha la música o es muy bajo? ¿Está bien? Ok, perfecto. ¿Cuáles te gustan las salchipapas? Realmente los de Chauquén. Carito de Chauquén. Ok. Apagar el audio del iPad so I can hear myself. ¿Cómo le gusta la música clásica? Música que yo sé que es copyright free. Aunque de verdad no importa porque igual no estoy ganando ningún dinero de este stream, so no importa si es copyright free, pero, you know. Es buen hábito tener. Use the right music, you know what I'm saying? This is... lo que estoy haciendo ahora es como tan ridículo, porque en vez de hacer un stream en inglés o en español, lo estoy haciendo más difícil todavía por haciéndolo en inglés y en español. Hay menos gente ahora que pueden ver esta mierda y entenderlo. Además que yo tengo acentos en inglés y español que a veces no son lo más fácil de entender. That's a tough place to be in. I feel like I gotta pick a lane here, just pick a route. Come on. Okay, now I'm flustered. I don't know if I should keep speaking English, Spanish. What am I doing here? You know? I feel like I have to choose now. What does this do? I'm completely like... Estoy hablando de las boberías más tontas y ahora no sé qué hablar. Porque estoy pensando de... Debería hablar en inglés o en español. But you know what? You can do what's natural to me, which is talk to myself in English, which is something I do every day, all the time. Come on. Come on. About how much I want to beat this game, and I want to do more fun streams, not just like so that if there's a moment where I'm like focusing on the game or just don't really have anything to say for 30 seconds, it doesn't just ruin the stream, you know what I'm saying? Got that? You're gonna get banned. Got that? If you can't behave in the comments, you're gonna get banned, alright? International Women's Day, which means we should be about equality and respecting each other and not sexualizing each other on the internet, you know what I'm saying? Respect. I'm not your husband. Legally, I'm not your husband. I'm your very special roommate. I'm literally not your husband. She's like, why are you nagging me? He's like, she's calling me her husband. I'm literally not her husband. Legally, I'm not her husband. Oh. Come on. That bad. She's saying that's punishment. As if she's saying I deserve to be hurt in the game for not telling lies. But that's what it is, you know? This world punishes people that tell the truth. People who are honest and don't try to deceive people for whatever reason. Just like to tell it how it is. You real honest people of this world. No filter, you know what I'm saying? That's who gets hurt. That's who gets punished. The bravest among us. Among us. Among us? Anyways, now I can say whatever I want because my girlfriend's watching TikTok. So she's not listening. I can just talk nonsense. But yeah, I am legally not her husband. I am legally her very special partner. I don't know what the legal... I mean, I know what the legal term is, domestic partnership, but it's like, that's a little too cold. You know? And I don't know how to, like... I guess, like, the most appropriate way is just... like, the most appropriate name to give her when introducing her to other people is, like, my partner. It's a little too informal. Oh, I guess... I don't know. Maybe it's too formal? To say partner? That's what makes me uncomfortable. Lo que no me gusta decir... Mi compañero. But she's not my wife. She's not my wife. She's not my fiance either. I guess it's just like a special girlfriend. Girlfriend plus. That's what it is. What do you think about that? I just say girlfriend plus. Novia plus. Novia prime. Novia turbo. No? Prime? You like prime? Okay. Yeah, it's my girlfriend prime. Girlfriend plus. Okay. That's what you think of? I don't know. I'm just thinking of like Amazon Plus or well, Amazon Prime. But you know what I'm saying, like YouTube, Disney Plus or whatever, ESPN Plus. You know? It's like the normal girlfriend features, but then like a little extra, you know? Like for example, if I go into a coma, she gets to pick whether I live or die. You know? That's the plus right there. She's coming to this realization. She apparently did not realize this. It also goes the other way. I'm also now boyfriend plus, you know? I'm boyfriend extra. Regular boyfriend benefits plus. I don't like prime though. Para darte ejemplos, pero no porque... Like, why'd you offer me the... He wants to be girlfriend and boyfriend prime, but I don't... Gold? Is there... that's not bad. Diamond. Oh no, because diamond is like marriage, I think. Or diamond makes me think of marriages, you know. Yeah, we can be boyfriend and girlfriend plus. Or gold. ¿Te acuerdas de mí? Como de hace 15, 20 minutos? ¿O de antes de eso? That's a very ominous message. Es un mensaje muy... Con mucho, sí, ambiguous. No, es más como ominous, es like, como que, como el pretenso es como que da, algo miedoso. You know? ¿Qué hiciste? What'd you do? Ah, ok. No, because I got a notification here, pero no vi qué era. Pensé que me mandaste algo. ¿Qué yo? No sé qué vas a mandar. ¿Sabes qué? Casi seguramente la notificación. No, never mind. No era eso. Ok. Bueno, ya. Voy a hacer más streams. Voy a hacerlos buenos con algo para ser divertido. Voy a pensar de algo. Gracias por compartir. Have a beautiful day. I love you. But not as much as I love my girlfriend, Gold. My golden girlfriend. Who gets to decide whether or not I live or die if should I go into a coma. Que lo que yo escuché de gente decirles que este es la corazón milenio. Este es de los millennials. Porque somos viejos. Y que los Gen Z es así. Es la misma cosa. Es mismo como familia. Es como... Sí, pero este es como primos de este, ¿no? Pero de nuevo, es misma familia. It's not... Esto es como otra... Esto es como un primo lejos, ¿no? Como separado primo. But yeah, anyways. Terminó el stream. Te quiero mucho, te amo. Te deseo lo mejor en la vida. Que se portan bien. Déjame... Que respetan a las mujeres. Pero hoy nada más, mañana ya pueden seguir siendo irrespetuosos. Pero hoy sí respetanlas. Tienen unas horas más de respeto. So, trata de usar tus horas lo mejor que pueda. Las mujeres. Ok. Buenas noches. Goodbye.